having one of their toughest tests in their young careers. I'll be introduced shortly. And this is one that could be a classic. Down on waiting in the ring for the other team to make their approach to the squared circle. And we will have this main event for this particular show of Big Time Wrestling underway. I hope you drop a line or a card. We'd appreciate it to whatever station you might be watching us on, and tell them that you're enjoying Big Time Wrestling and hope that it lasts a long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final event of the evening being the best 2 out of 3 falls for our 2 TV time limit. Introducing in this corner a team of Roddy Piper and Bad News Brooks. Their opponents in this corner, 2 of the most sensational wrestlers in the nation, the team of Adrian Adonis and Ron Starr.
Ron Starr with the blonde hair, Ron Adrian Adonis with the blonde hair.
Playing his battle song.
Adonis and Starr trying to get at the bagpipe to take him away. Piper about a little upset. He said, I'll give you one more chance. You're going to have to quiet down. I'll give you one more chance to hear playing of the Piper Clan Battle song. And now on decides to leave with his microphone and get out of there. Killer Brooks, Roddy Piper up against Adrian Adonis, the one with the blonde hair, the one in the stars and stripes, literally, in the curly hair, is Ron Starr. Sandy Barr, the referee. I do not know if this is a title defense or not. I do not think so. The new Pacific Coast Tag Team Championship belts are being worn into the ring. For years, the tradition was that the championship belts were not worn into the ring unless they were defended. A few years back, Jesse Ventura, I believe it was, kind of changed tradition by when he won the heavyweight championship belt of the then Pacific Coast. It was in the Pacific Coast Championship. He wore it to the ring every time he fought. And since that time, the champions most generally wear their belts into the ring. And those are the brand new West Coast belts, West Coast Tag Team Championships. And that's a hunk of gold on there, I'll tell you that. Apparently it is a title bout. Apparently, Sandy Barr is displaying them for the fans. Maybe he was just giving TV. I think he might have just been giving TV a look at him. I believe he was, because they are being sent back to the dressing room. And they are not given to the timekeeper. Timekeeper usually holds the belt. It is a non-title bout. Adrian Adonis facing your screen to the left. Ron Starr to the right. And now getting rid of the kilts, which is always a moment of, well, interest to say the least. Off come the kilts to the plaid wrestling trunks, and we've received verification. It is a non-title bout, as we had figured out finally. Roddy Piper. His partner, Killer Brooks, or Bad News Brooks, are the tag team champions of the Pacific Coast. And the young team of Starr and Adonis are looking for a win over these two, then get a title shot at this team, and then hope to get a shot at the World Championship held by Rose and Ruskowski. Up from the streets of New York, Adrian Adonis goes over. Quick word or two with Ron Starr. A few words about some kind of strategy, more than likely. Into the corner and on the break. Shot to the midsection and a whip out of it. And Starr was there across the top turnbuckle to protect his partner Adonis. That's what they were working out. They kind of figured what might be happening. A flying foot stop from the top rope on Brooks. Piper in to interfere. The referee sees him coming and he turns. He runs around on that toe hold. Dropped to the mat. Just missed the tag. The tag, Starr. Adonis, flying seat drop on that left leg, and they are working together well. They've worked together for a number of years. There is the spinning toe hold by Adonis, and that can mean the party's over if he gets that one put on. But he was kicked off. It Piper in and chased back out again. Did not get a tag in. Best 2 out of 3 falls to a TV time limit on Big Time Wrestling. Beautiful move by Ron Starr, rolling up on top. With a toe hold, will he change it to a figure 4? Al Adonis will, as he comes in. Takes it to a figure 4 leg lock. Sandy Barr, the 5th man in the ring. 5th man on the ring. 3rd man in the ring, the referee. And Piper gets the attention of the referee. Sandy Barr did not see any tag because there wasn't any. So they're using a few pages out of the books of their opponents. Adrian Adonis against Ron Starr. Starr with Ron Starr. They double team. Drive both of Brooks's knees into the canvas. Adonis is over to knock Piper off his roost over there, and he was not able to take the tag. Little double teaming, and he apparently tagged as he flew around. 2 of the most agile, quickest men in the business, young men at that. Ron Starr lands on his feet after being thrown by Brooks. The tag and Adonis is in. Adonis and Starr looking great together so far. Piper leaning over the ropes, vulnerable to an elbow drop from behind by Adonis. Adrian Adonis. it to the ropes, but he's pulled away out into the middle of the ring. Leg bar top to the toe hold. Adonis working on Brooks. Referee Sandy Barr asking if he wants to give it up. And Piper trying to signal a timeout, and of course, not professional wrestling, Roddy. Frustrated Piper, unable to get in there so far in this match. Brooks started for their team, and he's not been able to get out. Starr after him. Piper started after him and then decided if he didn't want it in there. But all four of the men you see wrestling in this match in the top 25 heavyweights in the country. And his teams are among the top 15. Roddy Piper flopped over the top rope. And while the referee sends him out, a little slicky pulled by the team of Starr and Adonis. No tag, but the referee had his back turned. They've seen Piper and Brooks use the trick many a time. They said, why don't we use it? Starr and Adonis have put some time in the gym, into the art, and it is an art of tag team wrestling. It is more than just taking another guy and forming a team. There literally is teamwork involved. The Vachon brothers, I think, show some of the greatest of that. The Von Steiger brothers did. And I must admit, that Rose and Wiskowski do. And it appears as if Adonis and Starr are going to be of that ilk. An inside toe hold by Adonis. Trying to tie it into a double leg lock. He got a shot in on Adonis. High gouts the tag, and Piper coming in. Piper immediately goes to karate. Karate thumb used by Piper on Adonis. And then, of course, vehemently denying it. Brooks working on Adonis from outside. And Brooks and Piper doing what they do best now. Getting away with murder. A total of about 4 karate thumbs were thrown into the throat of Adonis. Starr saved him from being pinned there. But Adonis could not quite get over for the tag. Piper stopped to the face. Adonis, backhand judo chop. Piper after him, puts him down to the mat, grabs a nerve hold, base of the neck. Adrian Adonis from New York, working with Ron Starr out of Louisiana originally. Football player at Louisiana State, Ron Starr. Outside the ring right now. The test to see if the man is capable of defending himself. Lifting the arm, and if it drops 3 times in a row, it means that the man cannot defend himself, and this ball might be over. That arm seems to be going down. And it is not falling freely. He's got a sleeper type hold on him. Piper can't believe it, but Adonis is coming back against this hold. He's really bearing down on the nerve hold. Sleeper type hold. Adonis making his way to his feet against it. Now taken back down to the mat as Piper really pumping away on the nerve hold. Base of the neck. The arm lifted again, and again we explain. The referee lifts that arm, and if 3 times in a row it falls freely to the mat, he counts the man as unconscious and unable to defend himself, and gives the fall to the opponent. But Adonis has been able to defend himself. Well, he slipped the tag in there. Piper reached back, got a tag on Brooks, and Brooks is back in against Adonis. They bring Adonis over, head slammed into the knee of Piper. He gets a judo chop on Piper, a drop kick to Brooks, but they grab him as he tries to dash across the ring to tag his partner from behind, riding him surfboard style with a chin lock. Chin lock from behind. Piper with a foot. No tag. Piper and Brooks change. There was no tag as Sandy Barr was chasing Ron Starr out. Ron Starr was out illegally. Many in the crowd are yelling there was no tag. Adonis uses the hair to pull Piper off, throw him over the top, but he was right back at him. Kick to the leg that was grasping the rope by Brooks on Adonis. Now the nerve hold. Rolling around. Brooks is in, trying to get Brooks out. There's the tag. The tag is good. And Sandy Barr didn't see it because of Brooks being in there, and they double clothesline. There was a legal tag. Referee didn't see it. There was an illegal double clothesline. The referee didn't see it by Piper and Brooks, and that double clothesline gives him the win, a first fall. And, of course, now the wrath is going to come down on the official. The toughest job in professional sport today. Sandy Barr explaining to Ron Starr, I was chasing someone else out of the ring. I didn't see your tag. I didn't think you tagged, and I had to call it that way. Starr, I think,
In 12 minutes,
being pretty...
12 seconds.
Actually being pretty sportsmanlike about it and saying, I understand. It happened. You didn't see it. You can't call it. We'll be back. Don't worry, there's a lot more of this one left. At least one or maybe 2 more falls. We'll see after we take this big-time wrestling break. Signal filters into Oregon, over into Idaho, wherever you might be seeing us along the Pacific Coast. We're very happy to have you with us, and we do hope that you'll drop a card or letter to the station on which you're watching. If you are a wrestling fan and enjoy the show, and tell them that you do, and ask them to continue with the program. Never hurts to let them know you enjoy it. Well, tough second fall action coming up. The team of Ron Starr and Adrian Adonis. Autograph seekers, successful one at ringside. Just got her autograph from Ron Starr. Roddy Piper back to work on Adrian Adonis. Piper pinning Adonis after a double clothesline. Both Brooks and Piper got into the ring, whipped Adonis into the ropes, and as he came off, they locked their arms together and caught him right in the throat. Adonis Throwing Piper off. Brooks is in with karate without benefit of a tag, I do believe. True. He is chased out now, the tag. And some double teaming on the break. At least there were going to be some attempts at it. Judo chop. Coming back with another judo chop, and again. Back and forth.
7 minutes.
Flying mare by Brooks. Knee drop to the back of the head. Once again, we'll remind you, as we have a number of times, this is not a title match. Brooks and Piper are the Pacific Coast Tag Team Champions, but this bout is not for the title, as we have mentioned a number of times. Flying foot stomp by Piper as the switch is made. The tag is made. Brooks out. Elbow smash, back of the head. Elbow. Now Brooks put inside the ring, and the head of Adonis slammed into it. This is the best 2 out of 3 falls to a TV time limit. The first fall has gone to the team of Piper and Brooks. Brooks elbow smash, top of the head of Adonis, and again. Adonis back with a headbutt to the midsection, and then to the side of the head of Brooks. But he's groggy, can't get over for the tag. Flying drop kick, and Ron Starr screaming at his partner to get over for the tag. Trying to roll away from him. Spinning around. Brooks trying to get a hold of him. Cannot. The tag is good. And here comes Ron Starr. Brooks is whipped into Piper, who is coming in to interfere. Starr now body slams Brooks. The tag. And they're going to do a little double teaming. Suplex drop by Starr. He is already tagged. He holds in a flying body press from 10 feet in the air by Adrian Adonis, and this baby is all evened up. Ron Starr in, keeps Piper from interfering. Woo! A suplex drop by Starr. He tagged his partner, then put the suplex drop, then held him as Adonis came off the top rope with a flying body press for the pin. Brooks still hasn't moved. Well, we got a barn burner going. Third deciding fall coming up. But first, guess what? We're going to break away. We'll be back in just a moment. From behind Adonis and Starr. Suckered him from behind. We finally officially have the third and deciding fall action underway. Adonis pinned Brooks. They were the ones that started. But Adonis and Starr took some shots on the way to the ring before we came back from that timeout. They were peacefully coming to the ring, and suddenly it broke loose. Roddy Piper in against Adrian Adonis. Adonis and Starr aspiring to be the world's champions, as I'm sure Piper and Brooks would also. The tag is good. Starr in for Adonis. And apparently, again, yes, Sandy Barr did not see it. Adonis missed that time, ducked underneath the double clothesline. Came back with a double drop kick. Sandy Barr trying to sort things out. Because who's in there? And he's getting into it. Starr comes over the top rope with a victory roll. 1, 2, 3. And the team of Starr and Adonis win it. have won it. It's a non-title bout, but you know that they are going to be yelling for a shot at the titles of the Pacific Coast champions, Brooks and Piper. Adonis and Starr winning it in a melee of confusion and controversy in the ring. We'll be back. We've got some more to talk about on this one. Don't go away.